you mostly gonna post it on social media. Somebody who's self-promoting their own thing. A label is gonna, you down there hear it on the radio or something, like they gonna push it. You're gonna have ads on YouTube. The machine is the main.
Yeah, okay. Nah, that's some good info. Nah, that's a good. Now, you being a youngster going through that process, were you able to pick up some tips and traits that'll help you in your solo or your journey as far as being like an independent artist?
Yeah, you I feel like everybody should learn from their first contract. Everyone should learn from that one. That's just the one that you sign up, put your foot in the door. I mean, not feet, put your foot in the door. That's what the first contract for.
Nah, I get it. Nah, that's good. So when you said that even during the time that you were signed to a major, you were inconsistent about when you were dropping, right? You're very honest about that. But in that situation where you're inconsistent, you're saying that the machine has so much power, it could mask that. It could just push you to the masses to where you dang near on the radio off of nothing almost, right?
I mean, yeah, it can, but you gotta drop though. Like I wouldn't drop it. Like I shoot a video every now and then, but I wouldn't like. For somebody who had signed the record deal, I could honestly say I was not living up to the potential. I was more focused on playing. I was 18, so I was still on the side of still going to shows. So I'm still on the side of it. I'm trying to figure out how to maneuver through this. It was big at the time.
Okay, that's a good answer, man. Nah. So now you got the reins, man. You at the head of your label. You at the head of things. You're gonna be running it. So what is the first off? What is it? What's the name of your label? And then second off, do you have any other artists that are gonna be coming behind you?
See, I might do Wabu. I don't think I'm gonna do BBG because it got too much controversial with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like the name already carry its own negative, so I want to start fresh. I do Wabu, Young Bosses on the Operation, something like that. I had already did something with Wabu anyway, so that's why I go with Wabu. Like that's what I'm gonna name.
Okay, now what about other artists?
Yeah, I got some people that rap, like people that rap, right, and like this stuff like that. Like I'm gonna push them and stuff. Like yeah, like I'm gonna try to actually like run a really label, like put everything, get everything situated how it's supposed to be situated. When all my people get on track like that, then we gonna roll out with it.
Okay, I like it, man. You're at the place to be too, man, because right now it's really, really popping as far as the music scene and things are thriving. Now, since you're running things by yourself, you said it's mostly based on social media and stuff like that. Now, do you find yourself in the studio more or gravitating towards going live and trying to interact with fans on social media?
I don't really even go live no more like that. Like I pop out live at 90 when I want to pop my stuff like that. But I did the live when live first came out. I was on live every day arguing with people, going up on live. I don't really go live no more. And I really just been writing, bro. Like just writing, like like if I be sitting down somewhere else ain't doing nothing, I just pull my phone out of it and write. Like I just been writing, bro.
Okay, so you're in your creative bag right now, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's basically that's the summit of my creative bag right now, bro.
Nah, that's a good place to be for artists. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with artists in the past for a long time, man. And man, with you in your creative bag, that's some of the best stuff come out, right?
Yeah. Just nothing but turn the thing, man.
Now, the last time that we talked about some of your songs being out there on a whole bunch of different TV shows and all sorts of things. Were you able to see any of that?
No, man. See, that's another thing about the business. I don't even know how you even go on about anything like that. You know, like it's different than you could go knock on the door like, man, what up with the money you owe me? Like, you know, like it's stuff and with my contract, it's probably something in there that I looked over, I ain't paying attention to, and it probably caused me that. So I just don't know how to go about it with the situation. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a big thing about the industry is, for a long time, there used to be an age barrier in rap. And people used to think that the age barrier in rap, where they sign mostly people who are 17, 18 or whatever, was a thing about, they just want young, new, fresh talent. No, it's just easier to get somebody to sign something and not really understand the ramifications of what they're signing at that age. That's why when you seen Jay-Z coming through in his 30s or whatever, he was just, he came in and it was already go time as far as getting the money, as far as being a boss, as far as understanding the business. So it's not odd, man. It's not a bad look or anything, but it's a question I had because, I'm a fan of the music industry as far as hip hop is concerned, and I like its history. And I see where those things can get missed. So what I saw after we dropped that interview is people in the comments like, yeah, his song was on Outer Banks and it was on something else. So I was like, oh, crazy, man. So I was just wondering, had you looked into that at all?
No, I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't look into it, bro. Cause see, with the contract, bro, she like, all we focus on is the dollar sign. You feel me? We ain't really, in the labels listening to your music before they sign you, so they know you don't have nothing. They know you coming from nothing. So they gonna throw out a number, and 9 times out of 10, dudes really coming from private, partners really going to jail, partners really dying, so they taking it. You feel me? But in the long run, seeing like, damn, I really probably should have waited. You feel me? But what I say though, your first day is just be mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. I'm glad I signed mine early though. Like I was able to go. Early.
Exactly. And I mean, you signed it early, so then you're still young and you can go do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, man, somebody's going to come knocking about your masters, right?
What, trying to get my masters?
Yeah. Like your masters, like your masters. And
yeah, I ain't with that one ever. That's why I'm gonna sign. Cause in the long run, we see all artists are fighting to get their masters back. So it don't make sense. If you want the extra money right then and there, yeah, it'll work. But like in the long run, it's just like the drug game of going to school. You gonna ball for right now, or you gonna wait for the long, or wait it out for the long haul? You get what I'm saying? Like,
But I mean, also in 20 years from now or whatever, what about your masters? Like for the things that you've already done?
For the stuff that I signed with the label?
Yeah.
Oh, I got some of it, but like, they like, we'll have to go. Like, it's like, I got to split it with the label.
Okay. So do you do, and I hate to get into your books and tell me if I'm getting too far into your pockets, but do you receive royalties and things like that still?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice. Well, shoot, that's what's up. Now, also, man, I want to gravitate to this, man. Since we talking music industry, we can't not talk about one of the biggest names in hip hop that helped usher you into the game, which is NBA YoungBoy, and this tour that he's got going on. Now, have you seen this tour that NBA YoungBoy has coming up? And have you spoken to him or talked to anybody in regards to the tour?
No, I ain't spoken to nobody about the tour. But yeah, I seen them be lying if they say they didn't see them. You gotta be a lying mother.
And to be real, what did you think about? Now there's some not jokes going on social media, and not in a bad way. But a lot of people are like, a lot of the cities that he picked are some real cities. I'm talking about cities where it go down at. You know what I'm saying? You got all sorts of cities on there. You got Oakland, like he picked Oakland and Sacramento. and he had for a secondary, one of the guys who was headlining was EBK J-Bar, I want to say. Like, it's just some trenches, on that tour. What do you think was the motivation behind that?
Back outside, man. Just back outside. Back outside. Then, you know what I mean? Dogging it. Just be wrong. Go outside, go places, Like, if they paying, you gonna show up. I ain't tripping about nothing like that.
Nah, I get it. But, like, the funny part about the tour, and I believe it's called Masa, right? So it's like, what do you think is the motivation behind that name? Is there something that we missing?
You remember when, I'm gonna put it like this, bro. Remember Trump came on with the Make America Great Again when he was going on his campaign to come back for president.
Yep.
He just coming, this is campaign right here. He keep coming back out. That's how I look at it. It's basically the same thing, like,